Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So this video was from Thursday the 8th, and it was just a pretty emotional day. I would say I am stopping to read what I have at the front of my notebook, which is Luke 12:25 and to 26. And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? If then you are not able to do as small as a thing as that, why are you anxious about the rest? And I was having a very, very anxious morning. I felt so off balance because a lot of things weren't together. I had filled in everything, but I was still kind of just looking over. I knew I had to do a grocery list, which created more anxiety because of the prices of groceries. And I think sometimes I'm so concerned about making sure I'm getting the absolute essentials and things that we are going to eat, but also try to think too far ahead. And when I say too far ahead, meaning, oh, is this going to be a day that I work later and it's unexpected and I didn't bring something which would make me eat something out to eat, and that's going to throw the meal plan off, and just back and forth. And sometimes my mind goes like that anyway. I feel like my mind never really stops. But it comes a point where just surrendering, especially if you are a spiritual person, just surrendering and realizing that your day is going to go how it's going to go. I think I used to try to plan my day too much. And I say too much because I really don't have control over it. I have control over what I can do. But what's going to happen in the day is what's going to happen. And I mean that in the smallest to the largest sense. You get up in the morning and you expect to get things ready or get in the shower. And who's to say something wouldn't go wrong with the water and things are thrown off. And you have to wait till the runner runs hot or something like that. Or I can plan as much as I can for clients. And if clients cancel, or if I'm with a client and they're in a crisis and it takes longer and it makes the next appointment late. So we can plan, but so many things are still out of our control. And what matters is how we get back on track, or how do we ground ourselves back to where we need to be. And I wrote a list, and what I started to do with the list to help with the anxiety I was having about the groceries. And as I was doing it, I was thinking oh my gosh, should I go to this store for this because these are cheaper over here, and back and forth. And I put some stars. I used a red pen and put some stars by things that were absolutely priority, what I needed to get if I didn't get anything else. And that normally helps me. So I was just trying to really, I guess, get past how I was feeling. And sometimes maybe you all wake up in the morning the same way, where you're rushing to get kids off to school and then rushing to start your day or what have you, and are thinking of all these things that you might have missed along the way. I know this week was the first week my kids have been back since the break from school, so my sleep has definitely been affected. When I look back at sleep for this past week, Monday was 3 hours 58 minutes, Tuesday was 4 hours 13 minutes, Wednesday 4 hours 12 minutes, Thursday 4 hours 47 minutes, and I don't have Friday and Saturday down. But my sleep was definitely affected, and I think partly because I was thinking too hard about so many things that were still out of my control. I had realized that I was in such a mode until I didn't even really write down things that I needed to do for this week. So some of the things I back planned, some of the things, if I don't have enough space for that day, I just put it in there, because I know at least with the 3 things that I have each day, those are the things that are really important. I'm checking back now to my everyday carry. This is the Bloom planner, and sometimes I write down some things that I need to do there. So I check back to see how that was going to look. But it's just been a lot. and I have been having to remind myself more than usual to slow down and be gentle with myself. I am trying to pursue this minimalism journey and simplifying my life and things. And I think I've also gotten overwhelmed with where to start because I multitask so much. I'm always doing like 3 or 4 things at one time, but never really completing big tasks with some things. So I noticed that, and I think it frustrated me more because I realized I was doing 3 and 4 things and not really making progress, but feeling so tired because I just been in so many areas. So I've been trying to think more that going into this next week on how I can hone in on one thing that I'm doing for the week. So I want to try with this coming week, and I'll do a video on how I'm going to break things down, but I want to try to focus on one room or one area and not putting too much pressure on myself because I still have to allot time for my kids, me just to be, and also me to do my daily things that I need to do each day anyway, which can be time consuming, whether that's checking my email, responding to those, responding to my kids' teachers, making sure they have what they need for the week, different things like that. So I don't want to consume all of my time with just doing tasks. So I may take like 1 week decluttering and getting through this stand that I have, and it has 9 little cube holes. And maybe I need to spend time doing that, but I think I'm going to figure out a place where I want to start this week or areas. If I'm not staying in a whole room, I at least want to focus on 2 areas and just keep working on that, but then list out things that need to be done in that area. So if I want to flip back and forth, at least it's only 2 things, but it's geared toward specific tasks and not like walking up to the task, then trying to figure out what it is I need to do. So hopefully that will be helpful for me, but I just wanted to kind of turn on the camera and do this video because most people feel like this, I think, and either you're in your head about it or don't realize what's going on. But I definitely knew that I needed to ground myself and just get back to a place where I was gentle, forgiving, and being able to move forward without holding things against myself that I didn't get done. I hope this was helpful to someone. I hope you all have had an awesome week, and I will see you all in my next video. I need to start setting up for next week as well. Have a good day.